Welcome back to a brand new Civ 6 or Civilization 6 video. Now, I haven't recreated an empire in what feels like millennia, and I decided to break that virginity today by recreating the Ottomans to their fullest extent. One of the most rage-inducing games I've personally ever played. Contemplated Tony Hawk skateboard tricking out my window, and you'll see why in an instance. The full VOD, uncut, uncensored it's Civ 6, it's not graphic, is going to be on the VOD's channel link down below. And if you do enjoy, leave a like and subscribe to not miss out on future content, and let me know down below what empire you want to see next. No need to take Constantinople this time, as we are obviously the only people who've ever been here. Now, most of you would have probably wanted me to settle that canal city, but I know there's a juicy natural wonder, Pamukkale, and I get a free river, so that's pretty nice. Approximately 15 nanoseconds after we settle our city, we meet Hungary in the northwest, so any chance of a peaceful game has been officially thrown out the window. But it's a good thing we don't have to deal with our arch nemesis Poland in the... Uh-oh.
This is bad. This is very bad.
So we are going to take that delegation so they don't declare war on us. And of course, we meet Persia to the east. We're more boxed in than presents on Christmas Day in this game. And we go Discipline and God King, of course, before Poland decides to recreate the Battle of Vienna a couple thousand years early.
Shall I get the bombard, sir?
What the fuck's a bombard? The good news is we do have an iron tile towards the east of the capital. If we didn't have iron nearby, this definitely would have been a restart. And I get Hungary to join the war against Jadwiga, as Jadwiga dies because we absolutely attacked her forces from two sides. Some might call that double penetration. And for the Pantheon, we do decide to go City Patron Goddess, not because we can use it, but because there's absolutely zero good Pantheons left. Like, I might as well have put up a monument of the TheCivLifeR and started praying to him for all the good it would have done me. Getting that iron next to my city definitely saved my life as I prepare, and Hungary declares a quote-unquote surprise war on me, which, considering the fact they lined up more forces on my border than Putin did to Ukraine, wasn't that big of a surprise at all. But I get Germany to join the war so we can attack Hungary from both sides after we wipe out the units so drastically I had to cut the footage because I don't want to be jailed. But we get a couple swordsmen, get some archers here, and we are preparing to take out the city of Egar. Now, my motivation for winning this game and not just restarting to a more favorable map is the fact that I'm never going to lose a game to a dude who has a city named Edgar, so I do my absolute best, and we finally are able to take our second city of the game with the holy site, which will do about as much good to us as science per turn does to Babylon.
Know your fucking place, trash.
We get ready to take out the city of Izer. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It's Hungary's second city. We have 4 swordsmen at this point, and we are damn near unstoppable. And as is Turkish tradition, we are not going to conscript their second sons and force them into Janissary service. The city of Buda is surrounded, but it is super damn strong with an encampment and a wall and a garrisoned horsemen. We got no chance of taking this. But since Poland is out of the game, there's no one with any winged Tazars that can really stop me at this point. So despite the fact we're throwing our soldiers against the enemy's walls, like the Soviets did to the Germans in World War II, we were finally able to squeak by and take out the city of Buda. Since Austria or Vienna isn't in the game, I think this is the territorial extent we need for the Balkans, so that's pretty dope, honestly. And there is a butt ton of free cities towards the northeast. What the hell is that? Upgrade my units to man-at-arms, and Poland is going after Germany, and Hungary actually took the city of Aachen, so I decided to go ahead, prepare some of my forces to take out Aachen, and to use the others to take out the city of Venice. There's go bustin'. I've been bustin' in this game's mouth. In any case, I decided to take everything I can from Hungary because I won and he lost. Venice was gone during the intermission we had as I prepare to take out the city of Plock and Krakow because they do have niter that I desperately need to upgrade into Janissaries. Speaking of which, we do take out the city of Cracktown just to get that sweet, sweet niter over there. But yeah, we kind of extended a little bit farther north than the real Ottoman Empire, and we do get a Renaissance era golden age, which is pretty dope, except for the fact that none of this actually helps me.
Well, that doesn't help one bit.
as I get the Janissaries and say, you know what, Aachen is free for the taking. I've already expanded to the Balkans. What's one more city, as Aachen is a capital and therefore powerful and will allow me to assert loyalty pressure even harder. Speaking of getting harder, that's exactly what happened to me after I upgraded into Janissaries, got those juicy free promotions, and prepared to put Cyrus 6 feet under. This is really where the snowball started happening, as my science and culture skyrocketed, and I have bombards, janissaries, while Persia is running around with a couple pointy rocks on some sticks. As I make a military alliance with Russia, in any case I pull an Uno reverse card as there is no casus belli, and actually declare the surprise war against Cyrus, and I get Russia to join in the war for what equates to a Scooby snack.
We are at war, sir. What do you want me to do?
Ibrahim, get the bombards. And they literally can't stop me at this point, as they're suiciding their units into my... Okay, this might be actually a little more dangerous than I thought. This passageway, thanks to the natural wonder, is super damn small. In any case, we are able to take out the walls of Tarsus damn near immediately, and we've actually opened up to the flatlands of the Babylonian, or God, the Tigris and Euphrates River. We'll move in our units as we're going to peacefully subjugate Jerusalem. Oh, what's this? Jerusalem joined me of their own free accord. So we are moving on towards Pasargardhe. I think the biggest thing with Persia is they had no ranged units, so the ranged attacks literally just tickled me as I prepare for the one last push to end up taking them out. And the empire is looking pretty good. We've got all of Anatolia, all of Europe, and then some. All we need is Crimea, and then we need Arabia, Egypt, and North Africa. And considering the fact that I'm not Julius Caesar, I probably don't have a diplomatic solution in mind for Egypt, so we are going to have to give them the good old-fashioned listen to me or I'm going to break your knees type of diplomacy. Rock-headed has about 57 combat strength, but there is a small Suez Pass kind of thing that I have to go through. In any case, Rock-headed wasn't the hardest city in the world to end up getting. Ended up surrounding it and then wiping it out with a few Janissaries into bombards. I took Egypt's capital so fast, you'd think this was a reenactment of the Taliban taking over Afghanistan a couple months ago. And with their capital gone, so does the rest of their defenses, as the next hardest city to take is going to be the city of Uwu Nuwu. Move in the bombards to Uwu Nuwu, and they do so much damage, I absolutely just nutted my pants immediately. And there's a massive barbarian problem towards the southwest. I'm not gonna lie, the hardest part of this game wasn't the start when I was attacked on all fronts. It was the fact that there were barbarians with line infantry, modern military equipment from the Sahara Desert, and what the history books won't tell you is that Ankara is actually the birthplace of Islam and not Mecca. I know, shocking. It's probably Turkophobia or whatever. In any case, we do take out the city of Memphis. One last fuck you to that encampment over there, even though we didn't have to, honestly. And that's pretty much as far south as we're going to go, because if we go down lower, then we'd have to ask for consent. That settler is going to settle the gap between my city towards the west of Uwu Nuwu and the Portuguese city. But we meet Japan, and Japan has got 149 science, and they're looking monstrous in their own right. And we do actually declare war on the Portuguese. Not as if they can stop us, since pike and shot will do about as much damage as a literal warrior, and I am actually sending some of my units towards the east as they declare an emergency against me. Wow. It's not really going to do anything. But I do have to take out one Persian city that decided to settle on the peninsula. I decided to try out the Barbary Corsair because I almost never use them, and this game showed me why, considering they were nothing short of absolute dog poop. In any case, they do have the city of Houston, which, I mean... I don't know if Houston's over there, buddy. It might be half a goddamn world away. We lose 90% of the Barbary Corsair's health with one ranged attack. As we prepare for the conquest against Houston, which is near Yemen, I guess, we did take the city of the Portuguese city towards our west as we prepare to take out the final city of Faru, and then we can move up towards the northeast and prepare to put Scythia on a shirt. In any case, the city of Houston was difficult, but I did end up getting artillery, and after that it was absolutely light, as Houston really could not guard us at all. Houston is going to die this turn, as I do bring in some the Corsairs, Cuirassiers, whatever they're called, and it doesn't really matter, considering the fact I'm taking that city and then making peace with them next turn. I lost track of who I was at war with, honestly, because it was pretty much the entire world at one point, and after that we are going to move to take out the rest of Crimea, well, Probably shouldn't say that in this day and age. So I go ahead, take all of Zhao's money, because I know that guy's richer than Jeff Bezos. Seems to be just as greedy too, because all I could get out of him was a Scooby stack and a paper pretzel. So we take out the city that I'm most definitely going to pronounce wrong, but I'm going to try anyway. Kotromskia.
Way off. It's the side of the backboard.
And this is where a problem that kind of screwed up my game for the most part really happened. I just needed the Black Sea territories and decided it would be fun if I could just go ahead and get Fascismo for the last little push.
Who the hell are you? Imi Britler and this is Sulalini. There's been a change of government. Fuck.
I think now is where I begin the attack, the final push, the final city we need, the city of Chernobyl, and honestly, they have cavalry armies, line infantry corps, and I just have one infantry army as we get surrounded, caught with our pants down in all honesty, as we cry from the embarrassment and lose all our health due to that. So, yeah. Technically, I guess I was like maybe a couple tiles away, so after wiping out a couple units in my frustration, I decided to call it quits, because we got 99% of the empire and even more took revenge on the Poles for what they did at the Siege of Vienna. We are the preeminent world superpower and we're literally unguardable at this point, so I think we've left the Ottoman Empire in a very, very good state. Again, the entire VOD is going to be on the VOD's channel, however, there is no commentary on that one. I was just listening to music in the background, so I guess I'll put in some nice, calming Ottoman music for the entire one. But if you do enjoy, as always, leave a like and subscribe, and let me know exactly what Civ you want me to recreate next, I guess. If this gets popular enough, I'll do whatever the top comment is. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.